Okay, so welcome back. You will hopefully have managed to travel the entire distance around the outside of your wreath frame, and we're just going to have a look at finishing off this section here. So you'll have a little bit of yarn left over, just enough to complete this corner. So we're going to continue going down into the middle, and I do make a bit of a gap here as much as possible to get the yarn through so we're not overlapping. So we'll do the usual under, up the back, over the fingers, and then back under and through. There we are. I think we can manage another one. I think this next one is going to go over the point. So we'll go under through the back, over our fingers. Gets a bit tricky when you've got a little tail of yarn following you about. Now we're not going to be able to avoid an overlap here, so we're going to go in, and this is the one we're going to hook over the point as we've done on the other ones. We're going to hook that over like that to send us around the corner, and then I think we've got room for one more stitch in that gap there. So let's pull the yarn over from this side, and also you've got the tail in your way as well here, so try and keep it out to one side, over our fingers, up again and through. Okay, so the first thing you might want to do is just organise the stitching so that it covers the frame nicely on that final corner. And then what we're going to do is complete and tidy up what we've got going on here, so the join basically. So it's actually fairly simple. What we're going to do is take the tail, and in fact we can make it a bit shorter. So if you take some scissors and shorten it, because we've got a nice secure fastened knot there, we can actually afford to just hide this underneath those corner stitches inside the frame there, and that will take care of that bit. Now to sort out this last stitch, what we're going to do is we're going to pop this remaining yarn up through the last loop, okay, and if we pull on it, it just lay it flat, it becomes another one of those V-shaped stitches on the edge. There's quite a lot of twisty yarn all over the place, isn't there, so it's quite hard to actually identify the V-shaped stitches, but essentially you can see it there. By pulling on the loop we turn it into a V shape. So this now, in a similar fashion, we're going to actually turn over our star and work this into the back to hide it. So we're going to shorten it again, and we're going inside under the stitches. Just decide where it's going to feel more appropriate to pull it. This one wants to go down to the back, which is why I've pulled it through the back, and then I'm going to just slide the extra yarn underneath those stitches and then turn it back to our front side, and we're just going to go around, checking now that where we've gone over the corners, or the points I should say, with our yarn, it hasn't slipped off, so we want to pull those on to make sure that they cover up those points, making sure that all our stitches haven't rolled forwards. Check this point here, there we go, and this one, okay. And if you've got any little gaps at the points, this is the chance to kind of nudge the stitches across a little bit to cover up the holes. And there we have it, finished star. So these look absolutely great in kids' bedrooms. They look lovely on a mantelpiece or above a fireplace. Or you can hang it on a door even at Christmas if you had if you had a colour that went with your Christmas decor. You could hang it on the back of a door, which would be quite nice. You could even weave little fairy lights around it, the little LED ones. So there's loads of things you can do with it. I hope you really enjoyed making it, and please do check out any of the other kits that I've got online at the moment, and hope to see you again soon.